An Apple AR/VR headset, a new Mac Pro, and some sort of car situation are just a few of the products circulating the Apple rumor mill. We haven't gotten these things this year, but there is still time. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited about the prospect of all of those products. To be fair, Apple's already delivered a lot this year. The company just announced a new entry-level iPad with the A14 chip and USB-C, and a new iPad Pro with the M2 chip. Be sure to check out Scott Stein's review. It's live on this channel now. We didn't get a new iPad Air. The latest version of that device still uses the M1 chip, but we did receive a new Apple TV 4K with the A15 chip and more RAM. And at the fall 2022 iPhone event, we got the iPhone 14, 14 Plus, 14 Pro, and 14 Pro Max. We also got 3 new Apple Watches, the Apple Watch Series 8, Apple Watch SE, and Apple Watch Ultra. And we got the AirPods Pro too. So thanks for all of that, Apple. We appreciate it. But as I mentioned earlier, there are still some rumored products we're anxiously awaiting. Will we get any of them before the year's up? First on the list for me is an Apple AR/VR headset. The company's been toying with augmented reality on products like the iPhone for some time now, but word on the street is that Apple will unveil a brand new device along these lines in the near future, more specifically a mixed reality headset. Former CNET managing editor Shara Tibkin first broke the story of Apple developing a headset back in 2018, so it's been in the works for a while. Bloomberg reporter Mark Gurman said it'll have Apple's M2 chip and has alluded that it'll prioritize gaming, media, and communication. Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo has said that it may weigh around 300 to 400 grams, so less than the Meta Quest 2, and it could cost around $3,000 according to a report by The Information. So, a pretty penny. In a memo to investors seen by Mac Rumors, Kuo states that Apple's, quote, goal is to replace the iPhone with AR in 10 years. That is a pretty lofty aspiration considering the iPhone is the company's best-selling product and has been for a long time. The headset was once rumored to appear in 2022, but more recent reports suggest it may be introduced in January or early 2023. Given Apple's previous product launch schedule, it makes sense that we might hear more about it around March 2023. Next on the list is the Apple Car, aka Project Titan. There have been lots of rumors over the years around what this project could look like, or whether Apple's planning to release a car at all. Maybe they're just working on technology for cars rather than an actual vehicle. More recent rumors have been pointing to a self-driving car from Apple, and on September 28th of this year, Ming-Chi Kuo tweeted, quote, "My latest survey indicates that Apple will likely build the new Apple Car project team before the end of 2022. As excited as I am about talk of an Apple Car, I am not holding my breath when it comes to this rumor. I think we'll just have to wait and see. A girl can definitely dream of Apple headsets and cars, but there are also some existing Apple products that are due for a refresh. We'll probably see updates to those things before we see any brand new product launches. So let's start with laptops. Apple's 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros are definitely ready for an upgrade. The latest version of these laptops have Apple's custom M1 Pro and M1 Max chips. But at WWDC this year, Apple debuted its M2 chip for the new MacBook Air and 13-inch MacBook Pro. So I'm eager for the 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros to be updated with the new M2 Pro and M2 Max processors. According to 9to5Mac, these new chips will be the focal point of the next MacBook Pro update, as the new models will look pretty similar to the MacBook Pros released in 2021. Now that we've gone over laptops, let's talk about the desktops that are ready for an upgrade. The latest version of the Mac Mini, Apple's most budget-friendly computer, still has the M1 chip, so it's also ready for an M2 refresh. And according to 9to5Mac, a Mac Mini with an M2 chip and a Mac Mini with a higher power M2 Pro chip are in progress. And I will point out that the latest iMac is over a year old and still has the M1 chip, so I'm waiting to see an M2 upgrade for that desktop too. And okay, this may be an ambitious request since the Mac Studio came out in March of this year, but it has the M1 Max and M1 Ultra chips. So once we get some more advanced M2 processors, I'd love to see an upgraded Mac Studio as well. The last and perhaps most highly anticipated Mac desktop to be upgraded to Apple Silicon is the Mac Pro. The Mac Pro is the only Apple desktop that still uses an Intel chip. Apple hinted at an M-series update for this machine when it unveiled the Mac Studio this past spring. After introducing the Mac Studio, Apple's Senior Vice President of Hardware Engineering, John Turnus, said,
"Making our transition nearly complete with just one more product to go, Mac Pro. But that is for another day."
Hopefully, that day will come soon. The AirPods Max were originally released in December 2020. Will we get another version as we approach the 2-year anniversary? Rumors haven't been very plentiful, so I'd say it's unlikely, but I'd love to see a significant price cut in the lead up to the holidays. Next, let's talk software rumors. An Apple Insider article recently reported a rumor that macOS is being tested for the M2 iPad Pro. This version of macOS is allegedly exclusive to the M2 iPad Pro and codenamed Mendocino. The rumor is suggesting that it'll be unveiled in 2023. And this rumor doesn't seem too far-fetched if you've been paying attention to the iPad and Mac operating systems lately. For example, both iPadOS 16 and macOS Ventura feature the Stage Manager multitasking tool. The operating systems are starting to look similar to each other in small ways. Alright, those are just some of the products we've been waiting on from Apple in 2022. Which of these things are you most excited for? Is there anything else that you're anxiously waiting for Apple to release? Let me know in the comments below. Also, we do these videos on Apple stuff every week, so feel free to comment any future videos you'd like to see. Thank you so much for watching.